Good morning, Chancey Cardinals, teachers, and staff. It's time for the Cardinal Weekly News. It's Monday, September 9th. Welcome back.
All right, boys and girls, welcome back to school. After a short week last week, we've got a full week of school this week. We've got 80s on the forecast for the temperature, 81 degrees Monday, Tuesday 85, Wednesday 88. So feeling pretty hot at the middle of the week. Thursday 86, and then Friday 87. So we're still at the end of summer. So definitely dress appropriately, boys and girls, and hopefully we'll be outdoors for recess.
You know what? It's nice in the morning, though. So make sure that you dress for different kind of the varied degrees of outside, because it's different every time during the, I can't talk.
Right. No, it's waking up to cool weather in the mornings and then warm by the time you go outside.
Thank you, Mr. Cahill. That's exactly what I wanted to say. Nice job.
Good morning, boys and girls. It's Ms. Burton here, and I am reminding you of our rules and expectations. Remember, you are always supposed to be respectful, responsible, and safe, but I want to focus on our bus riders today or this week. And I know it's not everybody. We've got walkers, we've got car riders, but for my bus riders, and there's quite a few of you, make sure that when you are on that bus, you are obeying the bus driver's directions. You're doing exactly what they tell you to do and sitting exactly where they tell you to sit. The bus driver is the authority figure. It is like your teacher is the authority figure when you're here at school, the person who you listen to and follow directions from. The bus driver is that person when you're on the bus. So make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do, sit in your assigned seats. When you get on the bus, boys and girls, find your seats immediately. Don't stand around. Some of you stand around and look around, and go find your seat immediately and stay seated the entire time. Keep your arms, legs, or head inside of the bus windows. I can't tell you how many people I have seen hanging out the window before you drive off, and we're telling you, sit down, sit down, sit down. So make sure when you're in there, you are not hanging out of the window, because it's not safe, boys and girls. Anything could happen as the bus driver is driving and you're riding on the bus, and we don't want anyone to be injured. There should be no verbal or physical confrontation on the bus. So there should not be any arguing or hitting or fighting or any of that stuff. I don't want to hear about any of that on the bus, because there will be consequences for that if you choose to do that. Make sure you are respectful to any of the cars or people who are outside. I know sometimes when you're riding on the bus, some of you have the urge to maybe throw something out of the window. Do not do that. Nothing should be thrown out of the window. It's just not safe. And then, there's a little typo there. I apologize. But there should be no eating or drinking on the bus unless the driver tells you can. And then no cursing or use of profanity or anything like that while you're riding the bus. So the bottom line is, riding the bus is a privilege. There are several students in our district right now, in our city, who do not have a bus to get them to school. So riding the bus, the fact that you have a bus that can get you to where you need to go, that's a privilege, boys and girls. And I don't want you to mess it up, and I don't want you to lose it. So make sure when you're on there, you're doing what you're supposed to do. You're sitting down and you're getting home safe. That is the goal. Okay. Anything else?
Oh, I love what you said. It's like your very first thing was just about drivers, and that they're the grown-up in charge. Remember, boys and girls, that everywhere you go, there's a grown-up in charge. It's Mr. Thax in the cafeteria. It's your classroom teacher in your classroom. There are several people in charge of the hallways, but there are always people in charge, and the bus is just one example. So make sure you're following the grown-ups directives here, Chancey, until you get home. All righty. Nomination criteria. Guess what? It is time, drum roll please, for Super Cardinals of the Month. Yay! So the criteria, or what you have to do to be a Super Cardinal of the Month, there's academic criteria. That means class participation is important, completing all your work and going above and beyond your basic expectations. Attendance, oh my gosh, it's very important to be here every day. No excessive tardies. I recognize that some of these things are out of your control, boys and girls, and sometimes it's a grown-up in your life that kind of is in charge of that stuff, but make sure that you're here and you're not giving your grown-up an excuse not to come to school. You have to display excellent character or behavior. Make sure you're being your best self. That's a part of our Super Cardinal pledge every day. Demonstrate a positive attitude towards others and learning. towards others and learning. So a positive attitude just overall. And then following directions or expectations of being respectful, responsible, and safe. And especially that same respect to peers and teachers. So make sure, boys and girls, this is a heavy lift. But for the most part, you all are doing this. We want to find the exceptional super cardinal that needs to be celebrated. And every month it can be someone else. Sometimes it may be more than one person. I think there's twice in every month, Miss Burton.
Yes,
And so,
ma'am.
boys and girls, there's a really cool celebration because we want you to know that we appreciate your hard work. We expect it, but we also appreciate it. So do what's right every day.
Yes. Can't wait to see who gets it for September.
Whoop, whoop.
I can't wait to be at the Super Cardinal parties. They're always so much fun to just
Yeah.
sit there and celebrate the kids that are showing up and doing what they need to every day.
Mhm.
All right, boys and girls, map testing continues this week. So this is the first of the year map test to just kind of see where you're at, do your best on map test, kind of take all the stuff you learned last year and you're learning right now and just do your best. Really, really take your time. Read the questions if you're in the older grades and you have to read it yourself. Pay attention if it's reading to you. Do your best. Do not rush. Don't try to be the first one to get finished. That never is how you take a test. Be focused. Spend the time that you get on this test giving it your all. Map test continues through almost the rest of this month. And then makeups. If you've missed it, you'll be asked to come make it up. So if you're making it up, still do your best.
And make
I
sure.
don't want to make this. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, Miss Ivory.
No, I don't want to make this announcement too long, but I do think it's important that you take it seriously. Some of you have already taken this test, but just going forward, this is always an important, and I say it's an opportunity because it's your chance to show what you know. And based on what you know, we kind of make groups. We figure, hey, Miss Burton needs more help with fractions, and Mr. Cahill's really good at fractions, so he doesn't need to be in that group. And Miss Ivory, whoa, fractions are not her. I mean, it varies, you guys. And so based on these tests, we get to determine where we're going to put you in those groups to help you learn better. So it is important you take it very seriously. And you'll look around and you'll notice some of your friends are in a different group because they need more help with that specific content. We also make sure that we have teachers assigned to help you too. So there's Mr. Stahl, Miss Blake, Miss Baucom, lots of grown-ups involved that help us help you. So this test is the first thing we have to do every year, and we do it a few times a year, but it keeps us kind of grounded in knowing what we need to do for instruction. It's one point of data, but it's a very important point of data. Point of data. I still can't talk. Writing star. Is that me?
That's you, Miss Ivory.
People, I've talked too much. Boys and girls, writing stars. Your prompt this week is about being proactive. We shared what proactive means last week. And this week, we actually have some people that have already done this. So shout out to Miss Clark, Miss James, and Miss Rose. We have one of our very own Chancey Cardinals. He's a fifth grader, Giovanni. His voice. Let's go. Sorry.
And I'll be telling you what it means to me about being proactive. Sometimes being proactive can change somebody's opinion of things. Martin Luther King Jr. chose to be proactive and stand up for African American rights. Being a proactive Chancey Cardinal is standing up to bullying and sitting next to someone alone. Just being fair. My name is Giovanni Taylor, and I can change the world by being proactive. The question is, can you?
Now, that was very hard to hear, teachers and staff, but I do think it's worth listening to. If your volume is down, maybe go back. Of course, don't listen to the whole announcements again, but go back, turn up Giovanni's speech. It was pretty cool. Or I don't know if it was a speech, but his writing piece. So I think you should listen to it. He did a nice job. Congrats, Giovanni, and thanks for your help.
Yes, nice job, Giovanni. All right, so we had our prize card this Friday. It was our first one of the year. So all those tickets you've been earning, We are grabbing a name from each class, 1 or 2 names from each class every single Friday, and Miss Ivory will call those students down. So be listening Friday morning to see if your name is called. And if she calls your name down, you get to come down and get 2 things off of our prize card. So we had a lot of kiddos who earned it, and it just means that they are demonstrating those 7 habits every single day. So keep that up, boys and girls. Keep earning those tickets.
Continue. So remember, we've talked about this. Your class gets a prize. Make sure that you are reaching out to your grown-up and you are encouraging them to join the PTA. PTA does things to help each of you guys. You don't realize it, but they're kind of behind the scenes, amazing people that help us all out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, boys and girls, high attendance day. So a day for the whole state where we want as many people to show up. We want perfect attendance for the whole school. And to do this, we're going to celebrate by letting everybody wear our favorite sports jersey or t-shirt. And the goal is for 100% of the students and staff to be here on September the 12th, this Thursday.
Wait, 100%, Mr. Cahill and Miss Burton. 100% of what? What does that mean?
100% of people that belong to this school that are enrolled here or work here, you're going to be here that day.
Okay, so last I heard, we had 509 kids at this school. The numbers, I think, have gone up a little bit. But is that what you mean? Like all 509 of our Chansey Cardinals are at school on September 12th?
Yes.
Yep.
Wow. Boys and girls, look around. Tell your neighbor. Everybody. Tell your grown-up. Hey, does that include teachers?
Yep.
Teachers, yes. Students and staff.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody.
What'd you say, Miss Burton?
Everybody.
And everybody's going to be wearing a sports shirt. So I can't wait to see. I know I've seen some people with their football jerseys on. Let's see who everybody loves and what team they're going to be supporting on Thursday, September the 12th.
Sorry, Miss Burton was eating. Click, Miss Burton. Oh, is that it? Oh, you did click it. Okay, yeah, sorry. Oh, boys and girls, I'm so sorry. Have a great day. Remember, you are leaders and you will change the world. Be the genius that you are, please. Thank you. Have a great one.
Have a great week.